For more on this contest, let's hear from our sideline reporter, Isaiah Rosario.
I spoke with both head coaches ahead of today's matchup to see what each coach would like from their team. To start off with the Merrimack Warriors, I spoke with head coach Jen Sargent, and she told me that their loss to Niagara was a great confidence booster for this team, especially as Niagara was the winner of the MAC last year, and she also put a heavy focus on that second half. And for Manhattan, I spoke with head coach Jenna Dingler, and she told me the team just needs to come out strong and make a statement. So that's a couple things to keep in mind for this game, Jackson. It has certainly been a difficult season for both the Bronx and the Jaspers as they both sit at 1-5 in conference play. I wanted to talk to both coaches ahead of today's matchup to see how they would reflect on their season. And to start off with Ryder, I spoke with head coach Evan Mager, and he told me their youngness has really shown this season. But on the flip side, during their high points, they've seen great leadership and great experience from his team. So he wants to make sure that that momentum gets carried into next season. On the flip side, with Jenna Dingler, she told me that it's been a very difficult season for her squad, but they've shown great resiliency throughout the season. And she said her team has really struggled on the mentality side during the season, as it is really easy to come off these games that you win, but it's even more difficult to come back and go to the drawing board during losses, because she told me that her team is very, very competitive.
Isaiah Rosario's got more on this potent Saints offense.
You just spoke about it. This Siena offense is definitely one of one in the MAC. Despite only playing 9 games, they're already second in the conference with 115 goals on the season and lead the MAC in goals per game. Pratt Reynolds and Ryan McCarthy are two of the main reasons why this offense is so prolific and why it will be a problem come May. I talked with Siena head coach Liam Gleason about what he believes set this offense apart from the rest of the MAC, and he said his team plays the best when the ball is moving. He continued by telling me that this team's best games, output-wise and success-wise, is done through a lot of assisted goals. He finished by telling me that his team does a lot offensively when they are selfless and humble and share the rock and don't care who scores. And that philosophy has definitely shown this season thus far, as they are second in the MAC in assists with only 9 games played.
Your Jaspers are facing off against number 1 seed Fairfield. Things are interesting here in Atlantic City as the Jaspers are only down 3 at the half. It isn't their offense that is keeping them in this game. It is their defense. They are playing tough defense and forcing this Fairfield squad into turnovers. Fairfield has committed 10 turnovers at the half.
I listened in on the Manhattan huddle during halftime. To start off, it was Conrad Hapward giving a speech to really hype up his team and just say there is a lot of time left in this game, that they should not worry, and they are so close in so many of these possessions. A couple of these possessions flip the other way, it is a completely different ball game. And then when head coach Doug Sage came in, he put a lot of emphasis on face-offs and transition play. And he also said that the offense and defense needs to settle in a little bit more, and there needs to be a heavy focus on winning this third quarter if they want to come back and win this.
Manhattan's men's basketball is currently taking on the Fordham Rams in the annual Battle of the Bronx. Trinity Gymnasium is electric today. Students have been waiting months for this day and for this matchup. I spoke with John Gallagher ahead of today's game, and he said this team needs urgency in order to get this win, and that's exactly what Manhattan is doing.
We actually have a reunion at Gaelic Park, as Manhattan's assistant coach Parker Brown and Iona assistant coach Leah Marshall both played on the Iona women's lacrosse team in 2019. Assistant coach Parker Brown told me she's excited to face off against Marshall. She has a lot of pride riding on this game just because she originally was a Gale and now she's a Jasper.
First half, it wasn't a great offensive showing, but you guys ended that first half on that 8-2 run, and it kind of was that offensive spark that this team needed. What went well from that point on?
I think everything. It just clicked in our minds.
And last year, this was a 4-win team in the MAC, and now you guys almost officially clinched a top 6 seed in the MAC tournament. What does that personally mean to you and the other returners on the squad who've seen some of the struggles last year?
Well, it means a lot, coming from last year, a little down.
Intensity and emotions are very high in games like these. What is the message that you're going to tell your team in the locker room ahead of today's game?
Yeah, I mean, first off, we all are here because we love basketball.
4 points for Shaq in the first half, 10 in the second. How important was it for the team to make sure that he got going in order to get this win?
It was everything. I talked to him at halftime.
You spoke about the importance of set pieces and making sure that you execute them. How do you feel like your team executed off those set pieces today?
Yeah, we laugh and joke about the fact that we just never score on set pieces.
How good did it feel to get this win, knowing that this team was the team that eliminated you last year?
great. Like, I had flashbacks coming in the gym. Like, we had the same locker room.
Flipping to the calendar year 2025, the team lost 3 of 4. How important was this win, getting back in the win column, especially as you inch closer to Atlantic City every day?
Yeah, we've had crazy games, the Siena game, and
Double-digit comeback for this team today. What does a game like today mean for the team, and what does it say about the resiliency?
You know, we have a tough game also upcoming on Wednesday.
Petra was phenomenal today. Double digits, all 4 games this season. What has she meant to this program, and how is her success linked with the team's success?
Yeah, Petra's just a special human being.
Every time it seems like you're facing a Manhattan team in the regular season, it has the feel of a MAC playoff game. How much does this game and these tests really help the team when you come to May?
I mean, listen, I have so much respect for Manhattan, and again, we had to have a crazy comeback last year.
Your defense has been one of the best defenses in the MAC all year. They came in big, a lot of moments today. How is your defense able to do it day in and day out?
They truly, I have so many good things to say about them.
Kaylin with 5 goals today. She's taken a major leap offensively from her freshman year to this year.
Yeah.
What differences have you really seen from her freshman year to this year offensively?
I think she's just continuing to gain more confidence.
Saturday is your final game of the regular season with the chance to send you guys possibly to the playoffs. How excited are you for that opportunity?
Extremely excited. You know, this is only our second year.
First MAC win of the season. How good does it feel to get that first win under the belt?
It's huge. I'm really proud of their effort. It's been building. We've been getting there, and to be able to finally put 60 minutes together today was a big thing for us, so I'm proud of them.